Hi, I'm Marcus and I'm a German language teacher. And I decided to create this video blog to share my experience and to help people to learn languages and to learn German as well. Okay, and today in my first video I want to talk about the language learning secrets. But before I start, if you stick to the end of the video, I will have a little surprise for you. Okay, but let's see our lesson of today. So we have children and we have adults. What is the difference when they start to learn languages and what is the result? The result actually is children speak the language in the end and adults, they struggle a lot in speaking. So is the reason that children know the secret and adults don't know the language learning secrets? But let's see it in detail. So what is somebody doing when he's an adult? Most of the time he spends his time in grammar, okay? He spends his time in translating things. He translates every single word all the time, okay? Then he thinks maybe I have to read more, so he reads. Then he writes because he feels comfortable, because he learned in school to read and write. No? But actually he doesn't spend a lot of time in listening and repeating things. No? And then in the end the result is he doesn't speak. So maybe even you cannot read it because it's so small. So a child is doing the same thing. Studying grammar, translating all the time, reading and writing. Actually, no. Children don't do those things, you know. They actually spend their time in listening and repeating things. So they listen to language and people repeat the same thing, telling the children. And in the end, they start to repeat what they are listening to. And so they start speaking actually. And they don't care about grammar, about translating and reading and writing. So what do you have to do? Spend your time in listening and repeating. Don't spend your time on grammar rules, on translating everything, on reading and writing. Okay? Start to listen many times to the content. You will understand it. You will automatically learn it. Okay? And then you really start to speak. Okay? And then you really know the secret of language learning. But how can you apply this to real world? Okay, some people, maybe they listen to the radio, that's good. They talk to the neighbor because he speaks the foreign language, that's perfect. Maybe some people watch a YouTube video in the language, that's also good. But most people, they don't do it. No, they just stick to their book and do it this way. But there's even a better way to listen to videos or talking to the neighbor. It's the storytelling method. My favorite method, okay? So actually, you listen to a story and you repeat the story until you understand it, okay? So you get the repetition, you get the listening part. But how do you get the speaking part here? In my opinion, if you add to the story method, the storytelling method, question and answers, that's the perfect way. Because then you start also speaking about the story. And it's easy for you. If I ask you something about the story, you will already know it because you listen many times to the story. No? And so you can actively speak and actively practice. No? I decided to add to the description in the video one of the best storytelling methods in combination with question and answer techniques. Okay. If you want, you can check them out. Okay. And please don't forget, you have to listen a lot, you have to repeat many times, and then you really start speaking. Don't spend your time on those things, because then the lock will close again. Okay. So this is the end of the video, and like I promised you, I have a little surprise for you. I decided to do a magic trick in the end. I'm not a magician, I'm still a language teacher, but I will try my best. Okay, so here's my little magic trick. Okay, so that was my little trick. Give me a thumbs up for my video, and I will see you soon with more content, and please share your experience about this topic, and I will read all your comments and I will answer you quickly. Okay, thank you very much and bye bye. Tschüss.